G'day hunters, welcome. Hope you're all fit, happy and healthy. I'm looking forward to sharing this video. So this is something probably a little bit different. I'm going to be hopping onto Awaroa, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through a very simple setup that I've got on the map. Essentially, I'm going to be hopping in early morning around 9:30 thereabouts, and showing you guys where I go through for my fellows. So I feel like I've got a pretty good setup for the map, but I thought instead of just telling you guys about it, the best thing for me to do is probably to go out and show you. Alright, so starting off, we're going to be at the major lake, the Motorangi Inlet. This is probably the hottest spot you'll find when it comes to getting fallow deer. The amount of fallows that I have farmed from this area is absolutely ridiculous. You can get anywhere between 3 to 12 fallows each session on this one spot alone. So for any startup hunter coming onto Awaroa, this is an absolute must-have spot on your radar. This is an absolute must. So I'm not gonna piss into the wind here. I'm actually just gonna show you how good of a spot this is. I always find putting the tent in the middle here is the best, mainly because you can see the entire lake. Now, I always accompany it with a tripod stand, because you're going to really nerf the amount of hunting pressure you're adding to the area by sitting up here. Coming through, just doing a quick little scan. I am here on a little bit earlier than what I normally am. So, doing a quick little sweep. Got a decent size level 4 there to begin with. 238. We're looking for a 251.7 for a diamond, but he looks like he's a decent size. Got a good set of antlers on top of his head there. Keep flicking through. And it looks like that's about it at the moment. So we will start to spot some more fallows starting to come over the hills very, very shortly. Oh, hang on. Never mind. Never mind. They are already coming down. You got to be confident in hitting your shots though. Got to be fair. Got to call it out there really. Don't necessarily set this up if you are not confident hitting 300 meter plus shots consistently. So looking at the time, I am a little bit early. It is 9:30. I normally come to this spot around about 10. But I was hoping to show you guys them as they were starting to make their way in. So, just cruising around. Have a little bit of a look. And what do we have? Alright. We've got a level 4. Belladis sitting there about 270, 280 meters away. Max weight, 165 to 217. So he's not a diamond. He's going to be a possibility of being a silver level 4, which is going to be a little bit disappointing, but a decent shot of being a gold. Over here, we've also got another level 4, 178 to 230, so a little bit better there, but a little bit of a harder shot. Hopefully, by the time the others come down, we can sort of get him to come around. A little feral pig there starting to go over the hill there. But I'm going to need him in a little bit of a better position if I can get it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hit a running away shot there, which I'd rather not have to do. We've got a level 3, just a little silver over there by the looks of it. We have another, level 2, just a very small fella over there. Cruising over, that's another 4, 186 to 238. That's probably the best of the picks so far. And we'll keep cruising on through. We've only got the one little lady there so far. Normally there's about 7 or 8 that congregate here. And I reckon this is probably one of them. So 137 to 190 male. What's that up to now? We've got 5, 6 males we got here so far. And he is a big beefy boy. Wow, you guys are going to think this is rigged, surely. You're going to think I've deliberately set this up. I have been grinding for 4 weeks to try and get a diamond fallow. I've had 1 level 5 elsewhere on the map here, and it was a troll. There's no, that is not a setup, I can assure you that much. I had no idea he was there. Still a decent shot of being a troll. A very decent shot of being a troll. A 219 to 257. Or what is it? 272, I apologise. We're looking at a 251.7 to make diamonds. So there is still a decent shot that he's not going to make it. We got a 280 meter level 5 fallow deer shot on our hands here, yeah? The range to 300, zoom in. I'm using the Argus here. It's going to be a ballsy shot to try and hit the heart here, but I'm going to give it a shot. I trust myself. I tend to trust myself more hitting 300 meter shots, more so than I do hitting 20 meter shots. And he will be going down. That should be a lung at least. There he goes. So level 5 down. He's calm too. This is going to be a little bit tricky. What I think I might do, so I'm going to have to reload for this. I don't trust myself to hit that middle guy solidly. I might have to go for a gut shot and then try to follow it up with a lung shot afterwards. So we're going to go for the front guy. Here. 1, 2, and as he's running away, that should be a solid enough shot. He should drop. That was a bit of a fail on my behalf there. As I was saying, he's not going to be a diamond, so I'm mainly targeting him for the respawn. He is going to drop 50 to 75. He's going to go up into the hillside and probably stop there. So I'll go around and harvest him towards the end. Hopefully I haven't spooked the other ones that are over here. No, I haven't. So these are generally the hardest to hit. Let's just make sure we did drop the other two. Yeah, both of those are there. Good. So they were, what, 260, 270? These ones are the hardest, sitting around 380. So we'll see how we go. We'll go for the 3 first. We've got the 2 to follow up with. He shouldn't get worried by those shots. And then cruising around, we can see another male starting to make his way down. Alright, good. Line up you first, big boy. Level 3. Approach. That is 1. 2. That's not a great shot. Only a level 2, so I'm not overly fussed about him. He's just gone outside render. Now we have another level 4 here. This one's a little bit higher, so I'll try and be a little bit more concentrating on this. Bearing in mind I have just done a 6-hour stream, so I might be a little bit on shaky hands here, but bear with me. I'm going to wait for him to lift his head up again and try to see if we can just get underneath that chin. See if we can get underneath that chin. That's another bit of a hard shot there. Interesting. Normally I hit those a lot better than what I am. So, got one more male. And then we'll start making the rounds. And I'll just skip ahead so you guys can see what the harvest look like. I'm not going to take up too much of your time here. There he goes. He'll drop quick. Yeah. That should be a lung, if not a double lung. So, looking at all those kills that I've just done, minimal hunting pressure. Very, very minimal hunting pressure. I'm just going to quickly check over this hill once more. Make sure there's no stragglers that have appeared. No. Check over here. There's normally one that comes. We might be still a little bit early. But that is fine. Time to go and harvest. Let's start with the big old level 5, shall we? Let's do it. And here he is, Mr. Big Mac Daddy, sitting up on the hill. Overwatching his beautiful bevies over there. Fingers crossed. My fingers are crossed because I've had a troll level 5 already. So it's a vital hit. We should be fine on the on all the bonuses there. Looking around in front, I'm just flattening that out as much as we can. Got a decent rack, nice decent brow tines on him. Let's have a look. You know what? It's hard to tell. He looks fairly well formed. We're going to take a little screening. We'll get down and take that. There we go. What do you reckon? Is that a thumbnail or what? Right there. Beautiful. Alright, moment of truth. Look up to the sky. And never mind the fact that I can't harvest him. Beautiful. Alright. Never mind that. Let's get back up here again, shall we? Alright, finally. Let's wait for the big moment. No, bugger it. Let's just do it. Get rid of the thing so we can get a nice clear background. Oh, no way! He's actually made it. He has actually made it. Nobody would actually believe me if I hadn't have recorded this. No one would have believed me if I hadn't have recorded this. Because I've been grinding this out for bloody ages. And here we have it. Mr. Big Mac Daddy. Look at the big set of hooters on him right there. That is fantastic. Oh, that is wonderful. Well, fully formed set of antlers there. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to taxidermy that bad boy. Absolutely. I reckon I've probably sunk between 80 to 100 hours. About 80 to 100 hours into the Awaroa map, the New Zealand map. And with a few trolls, a few really high level 4s that haven't quite cut the mustard, and then bam, as soon as I flick that record button, here he comes. He wants the limelight or what? That is beautiful. Let me just take a quick little screeny. We'll go boom. That is good. We'll do that as well. Accept that. Excellent. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go and fast travel back to the tent. And I'm actually going to go around the other way and harvest. Here we have Mr. First level 4, I believe. First level 4. He could be the 3. I can't remember if it was the 3 or the 4. He was the first one that we ended up targeting after the 5. So, clear sky. Silver, level 4. Lung and heart shot from 264 meters. Decent. Very underdeveloped for a level 4. Very disappointing. That's not what you generally want out of a level 4. So we're just going to quickly skip by him. I'm not going to piss fart around too much because we've got a lot of animals to get through. So that's our second one there. That's 3 that we've taken out so far. And what are we sitting at? 50 to 75, and there he is there. So they generally run 200-300 meters and go, oh, I've been hit. I'll just sit and wait here to drop. So this was the other level 4. He's not going to have any perks on him. We didn't get a quick kill. No vital organ hit. It was a bit of a fail fadeaway shot. He was running away. He would have been a decent gold. Decent gold. But you can see the paddles. I call them paddles. Let me know in the comments if there's some perfect proper term that's used for them. I just call them paddles. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Could be bigger. Could be bigger. So that is animal number 4. Fallow deer number 4. Well, another big boy is sitting pretty over here. This was a 380 meter shot, roughly. Let's just check it out. 381 meter shot. Here we go. We hit the lung, the heart, the right lung. Perfect shot, essentially, is what you're trying to target. That animal did not stand a chance. Just a nice little common spotted. Nothing to write home about, but decent just to keep that cash ticking over. So you can see each fellow that we're taking out here is 1,000. So that goes towards ammo, that goes towards tents, that goes towards tree stands, tripod stands, all sorts of crazy shenanigans. So very much worth. Very. Okay, well, that's convenient. That's going to save me having to track down 2 animals. So, excellent. So we got, boom, small level 2. That is fine, nothing to write home about once again. Level 4, 189.7. Would have been a decent diamond. No, not diamond, gold. Decent paddles, a little bit underdeveloped. Pretty decent silver in the long run. Not too bad. Alrighty, and here we are slowly starting to approach the last few animals that we took out, the last few fallow. So, this pretty much goes to show you just how good this spot actually is. So, my recommendation, my strong recommendation for anybody who's coming around to this particular part of the map to start hunting fallows, make sure that you set up a tree stand, tripod stand, whatever you need to try to really lower that hunting pressure down. So, For those of you that aren't aware, shooting out of a tripod stand or a tree stand reduces your hunting pressure by about 75%. So what that means for you in terms of numbers is you can drop something around, what, 12 to 16 animals instead of the normal 4 before you start burning out the need zones for the animal. So you want to try to make sure these areas remain as low as possible in that pink color, and that is generally the best way to do it. So very, very good setup. Tent, tripod, good to go. Now, we're going to quickly move on to our next spot because we are starting to run a little bit low on time. So we're going to fast travel further northwest, and we're going to start making a beeline straight towards this water source. So I tend to find I have a particular approach to this tree stand I've got set up. So start walking when I get a little bit closer, because some of them can come close to this water edge we've got just down the hill. So if we're lucky, we might be able to spot eyes on a couple. Which, yes, we've got a level 3 there. Normally where there's one, there's typically another. Now the trick here is going to be trying to get into that tree stand without spooking them all, so that may or may not be possible. I have had the occasion where there's one just down here to the left that spooks on approach, but that's few and far between, so I'm not going to stress out too much about that. So we're just going to quickly try to get eyes on. We've got another male over there, level 3. And you'll see there's another one there, another level 3. So we've got 3 level 3s so far. That's decent. So we'll cull them out and try to get them on respawn. See if we can get some bigger boys down the track. You just stay steady there, old boy. Try not to spook if you can. Once we get into the tree stand, we'll have a bit of a scout around and see what the best animals are in the area. We want to target the best ones first. If the level 3s run off, then so be it. We'll always be able to catch them on another day. So, making our way down. He still seems pretty happy being there. We're about 70 meters away from him. We'll get up into the tree stand. Beautiful. Just make sure we stay crouched down. Do a little scan. Good thing is the sun's out, making this a little bit easier. For those of you that have sunk a decent amount of time into Awaroa, you'll know there's a period of about an hour where there's just a lot of fog. It makes it pretty difficult. So we've got a level 3, and we've got a level 4. He's decent. He's actually a pretty decent fella over there. So he's probably, I'm just wondering whether he's far enough away that he won't spook. This is probably a moment where I wish I had my bow on me. Take out that fellow that's closest. I think I might give that 3 a miss and go after that 4 to begin with him. So we'll try and be as quick as we can. So we're going to range at 300. Already knee down. Wait for him to lift his head. See if we get a nice clean shot through into the heart on this first guy. And just in a little sec. Yeah, bugger. Tagged him at least, that's going to slow him down. Just a few little panic shots there. That'll make him drop a little bit quicker. So I think I missed the second guy, unfortunately. First guy dropped pretty quick, so no problems with that one there. We'll have a little scout around here. He's still sitting there nice and calm. I've got a feeling he has probably run off. So I'm just going to take the opportunity just to drop him. Or not, apparently. Have no idea what has happened then. So we do a follow-up. Although there's that second one. There's that second one. You just poke your head out, big fella. That's right, he's gonna drop. He's not overly important, as I said. It's more about getting the respawns more than anything. So if you can just turn around just like that. And here we have our first fellow from the lake. So unfortunately, tank both shots. Not anything overly great anyway. Moving on to the next. Keep on moving. Coming on up on the next big fella. This was level 4. This should be a gold. Yeah, it is good. Pretty well solidly over gold too, so 234 meter shot, double lung. Can't complain about that, right down through the barrel. I am good with that. I'm going to leave the level 3 over there. You know what? I probably won't show you this, but I'm going to go check it out. And here we have one of the interesting shots. One of the animals with the interesting shots. So, we'll have a little look, see what registered. Yeah, okay. Bit on the unusual side. That might be because of that ranging, though. Check that out. Guess who didn't re-range after shooting close up? That's right. This is Numbnut over here. That would be the exact reason for that. So never mind the old glitchy water, hey? That's the glorious thing about YouTube is you can just edit stuff like that out, can't you? And here we have Lucky Last. Lucky Last. Current time is now sitting on 11:30, so we are right on the edge of the final feed time. So, harvest him. Unfortunately, because of the ranging issue that we set up, we ended up whiffing that. But ranging at 75 meters and hitting a 320 meter shot, I'm just glad to tag anything on that animal. So, we'll take it. We'll chalk it up. Noob move. Moving on to the next location. River. Beautiful spot. 2 reasons why it's a beautiful spot. First reason is this. I will spawn in, open the flaps of the tent, walk out into the bright sunshine, and I will see a glorious amount of fallow deer just over here. So, we've got a level 3 sitting over there. We look further over. Bunch of little ladies. So, not overly impressive when it comes to the males. Not overly impressive. We got a second bad boy just there, so 2 level 3s. And we look further over here. We can see another male. That's 3. And if we look further over here, we've just got a little lady over there, so... Rightio. Ready to hit some more tricky shots? We'll make our way. We want to target... That's you. You are going to be hardest. What I'm going to do, again, same thing. Tree stand. Tree stands or tripod stands. Both things are going to really reduce the amount of pressure that you're putting on the area. So this area is good for 2 reasons. I've only told you 1 so far. So the second one will become evident once I go and start harvesting these guys. So we're going to take him out first. I'm going to range at 150 and range properly. Take him out, boom. They shouldn't have spooked all the way over there, but they are starting to move away from the zone. So, we're going to miss that first guy, but we are going to be able to take this last one here. Range 300 meters. Boom, drop him. Just make sure. Hit him with the fadeaway shot. See if that health starts dropping. I was hoping we would tag a lung there, so maybe, maybe not. That's something I'm probably going to have to sticky beak at. We've only got 2 heat pressure, hunting pressure spots. So he hasn't dropped yet, so we'll keep an eye on that. So, second reason why this spot is good. Fast travel up over here. We'll start making our way to go harvest. Start having a bit of a look. And all of a sudden we can start seeing some feral goats. So, I have previously had a level 5 feral goat from here. Unfortunately, it was a dirty troll. So chalk that one up to a loss. Just the little ladies there, just stay out of my way, we'll be right. Don't need to worry about you, we're fine on cash for now. So nothing over there worth taking out. But this is exactly where my tent is. That is exactly where my tent is. So looking over there now. That's quite... Don't even know what you call a herd of feral goats. I'm just going to call it a herd of feral goats. Again, let me know in the comments if you actually know the proper terminology for it. So, a few level 3s. We'll just hurry up and get a little bit closer. We're not going to fart around too much. We've got a couple of animals to harvest here. This was a level 2, I think. Just something to cycle through. Little silver. Left lung, right lung. Nothing to write home about. Now, are there any beefy boys in that mix? There's one there that I'm trying to spot. Just you, mate. You're a 4. You're the biggest one that I can see. Not anything to write home about either, because we're looking for something that's going to be rated at 208, really, if we're going to stand a chance of getting into diamonds. So we've got 2 4s there. We've got 2 4s there, but not much else. So let's just get a quick little beat on our range. Sitting about 220, 210. It's going to make it a little bit hard, so I think I'm going to go for this guy for starters. And we're going to range it... we're going to range at 150 on this one, so it's a bit of an awkward angle, awkward range. We're going to go just under his chin when he lifts that head up. And then we'll go back and we'll trace that track down. And here we are up on the carcass of the second fellow that was here. That is good. So what we'll do, let's just have a little bit of a sticky beak at our codex real quick. Just to have a look. So in that one session, yeah, we got the diamond fellow here straight off the bat at 264.7. So he is a decent way over the minimum diamond threshold, which is fantastic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fellow. And that's with me leaving a couple behind. So I would say that's a pretty average setup. That's nothing overly special. That's nothing out of this world crazy. That's a pretty average run on here. Bar the diamond, obviously. So if you want a quick way on farming a decent amount of cash, that's probably the best way to go. So that's literally taken, what, from 9:30 to 12 in game. So 2.5 hours in game. And therefore you got pretty much the rest of your day. You can just go around, shoot whatever the hell you want, and just start farming some more cash. So I really enjoy Awaroa, particularly when it comes to trying to earn mad amount of bank, because it does seem to be one of the easier maps to do it, along with something along the lines like Silver Ridge's Peak as well. But this is just one small section of what I do on this map. So if you enjoyed the video, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button, subscribe, and all that kind of wonderful stuff if you care to do so. And yeah, if you enjoy it, I'll come back with some more videos. So until then, stay safe, be fit, happy, and healthy. Look after yourself, look after each other. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye for now.